to be a fuck up, cause right now I'm down, so homie, what's up? I know I didn't grow to get here by being stuck up. Some people out seeing how much energy they can suck up, but I'm filling the cup up, passing it to my brothers. Maybe one day I'll buy a house for my mother, up on the mountain, awesome helipad, so I can visit often. Send my dad golfing off with Steve Austin, stone cold focused. Cause I'm looking for my way to the top. I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home. It's been a minute now, milking every opportunity. I should get a cow, never seen an obstacle that I couldn't get around. But I'm not from royalty, so I didn't get a crown. These thoughts were written down for those who sit and frown. Complain every day about the blessings they were given. How do you suppose those bros in Africa are living now? Maybe you could see the light if I could shift the clouds. So I'll try, but man, look how time flies. This year came and went like drive-bys. Mama still says she's surprised by my size, but this cat survives, still got my 9 lives. So what you wanna do? Go home, relax for 5 days cause you wanted to? I'd rather be out in Bombay, but I ain't mad at you. I'm not home to stay, I'm just passing through. There's things I have to do, cause I'm looking for my way to the top. I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home. I've been in the office, they asking me where I'm off. I'm thinking that I fell off, it's a bad decision to start off with. If I don't call back, don't be mad at me. Home or family is surely somewhere that I'd rather be. I've been on the road for just too long, hoping that I'll come soon. No, when that'll be, man, who knows?
Was good.
Guarantee I'll have something to show. Most of y'all complacent, none of y'all got patience. I know that for a fact, cause I'm part of that equation. Learned from the school of life, and this is orientation. Nothing could prepare me for what I recently been facing. Some say that gravity is too strong, but when you love, you really can't do wrong. So I'm sorry I can't move on, but I couldn't leave without this new song. Hey, cause I'm looking for my way to the top. I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home, cause I'm looking for my way to the top. I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home.
How is everybody doing? It is an absolutely wonderful day. We're out here. I've been going pretty clean on my setup these days. Not really going too crazy on, but you'll see right now, it's a little different, right? A little bare, maybe. Whoa, my body's over there. I just became an Anon. That's right. Right now, I'm in full Anon mode right now. It is great to be here My name is Kevin on Earth. I'm the brand ambassador for oncyber. Today we're going to be going through some oncyber tutorials. If this is your first time entering oncyber and you're just getting started, maybe somebody sent you a link to their location, to their mansion, to their art gallery, to their music studio, to their movie theater, whatever it may be. Maybe you're in a place like this with your mighty red boots and your stellar PFP still in default with that little Anon name tag, right? Well, I'm going to give you the 1, 2, 3s around getting started so you can start looking fresh like this little artifact clone we're hanging out over here, okay? Going to have your username set up. Going to have maybe an avatar, your profile picture, all the basic essentials so that your friends can recognize you when you show up on the scene. If you're tuned in right now on Twitch, I invite you to also join us in oncyber. If you want to join us, this is going to be recorded later, so we are definitely going to be sharing this with people. But if you'd like to participate in live action, there's a link right there. It's pinned on Twitch. It's just oncyber.io/legacyonearth, and that will get you there. When you get there, you're going to be like this, like I said, with your Anon. Now, even as an Anon, there's a lot of fun that can be had. Right off the bat, if you press the numbers 1 through 9 on your keyboard, you'll see that it activates your emotes. So just 1 through 9 on your keyboard. Here we go. Here we go. You know, you start shaking around. Body language, isn't that such an important part to how humans communicate? Well, we got emotes now. Instead of just little pictures, you have a lot more that can be done. Now, if you're AFK, maybe you're going to go just take a little nap. So there are different ways that you can communicate in the space. If you ever want to stop an emote, you can always press the space bar. That's an easy way to stop any emote. Just go back to your neutral stance. You're going to use your mouse to rotate. And this is for desktop, laptop. That's how you're going to get the best experience. You can jump in on mobile as well. So if you're on mobile, you'll see a little joystick in your bottom right, and you'd use that to move around. But if you're on computer like me, you're using your mouse. The second thing I'll say is you can press C on your keyboard. If you don't see your avatar right now, maybe you're in first person mode. You can press C on your keyboard to change the camera view. Makes it really easy to see your avatar. Hey, we got Primitive. Primitive on the scene. What's going on, Primitive? Welcome, welcome. You can see Primitive is locked and loaded with an avatar, maybe, but looks like I'm a little taller. Maybe I want to get down to Primitive's level. There's a little icon on the bottom right. It says Profile and Settings. First of all, we have to wave back, so that's going to be 1 on the keyboard. If you're moving around, you're like, hey, I can't click my profile and settings, just hit the escape key on your keyboard, and that'll unlock your mouse so you can go down and select the profile. Now, if I press 1 again, or 2, I can still emote, you know, with my mouse unlocked. Hey, JR Token, good to see you. So yes, you can definitely still move around, but like I said, if you get stuck in this camera rotation, just press the escape key. Some of this stuff seems basic, but trust me, it takes some learning. It really does. Maybe you have 1 or 2 of the skills, but rarely do people have all of the skills. So here we're going to just go through each step. So now that we have that set up, you know, like I said, if we want to stop waving, we can always just press the space bar, do a little jump, and that'll take off our emote. Exactly. In the bottom, you'll see that little profile setting. Now, we can make ourselves bigger, smaller. We can turn into a piece of steak or a piece of chicken, or if you're a vegetarian, maybe some cool loops or a potato. The other day I met a director of a movie. He was a potato. He was at a festival, and our festival speaker was a brilliant potato. These are some out-of-the-box free avatars that you can use thanks to the wonderful, wonderful contributions of the Crypto Avatars Polygonal Minds / Vipe team. If you know any of those names, then those are the people behind giving us access to these. And they're pretty magical. I like to hang with my nomies. So sometimes when me and my nomies meet up, you can have a whole event in oncyber just dedicated to the nomies meetup. And like maybe an easy way to get started in the metaverse is just having a nomies meetup, you know? Just imagine 1,000 nomies just running around. It would be magical. Or maybe some French fries. Anything's possible. You can always explore these later, and I think it's a great way to express yourself in these spaces. But there's also another level to this. Maybe you have a PFP avatar. Maybe you want to start saving your identity. So you can go to this login button, and you have a couple different ways that you can log in. You can log in with Wallet Connect. So if you have the Wallet Connect app on your phone with your wallet, you can always use that. Now, I always suggest if you're entering any new application, if this is your first time hearing about oncyber, if this is your first time exploring Web3, let me give you a little security tip. Anytime that you enter a tool, a platform that you've never heard of, from a person you've never heard of before, or maybe you never heard from before, you probably shouldn't connect it with your wallet that has anything in it. Okay? The best thing that you can do is have a new wallet that you set up using MetaMask, using Wallet Connect, a fresh, clean wallet just to get started. As you begin to trust and understand the website, you might then decide to connect other wallets to this. Now, you don't even need a Web3 wallet in order to connect. These are just one ways that you can log in. And there's a lot of different wallets that you can connect with. But say you don't have a Web3 wallet yet and you want to save your username, you want to come back to the Web3 part later, you can always do that. oncyber is super friendly for new visitors from the Web2 space entering Web3 who are looking at, they don't have a wallet set up yet. They don't really know why or how they can use NFTs. So you can easily log in right here with Twitter, Google, or even a fresh email. I'm going to go ahead, link up there with my Google. And then shabam, there I am. Now, I had already logged in with this profile on another computer, so I already have my profile picture set up. I'm going to walk you through all of these things though. So if you just logged in, you're going to see a bunch of random numbers here, maybe your wallet address, or it's not going to really make any sense. So what you're going to do is you're going to click edit right over here. If you have trouble getting to that location, it's just this circle right on the bottom, profile settings there. And if you have any questions and you're in Twitch and you have any questions, just let me know. You're going to click profile settings. You're going to be able to go here and see the same things that you saw before, but you can also see uploaded right here. If you have any assets in your wallet, since this is Google, it's not a wallet, I don't have any NFTs that have 3D avatars embedded into them, into their metadata. So a non-fungible token can have any kind of data in it, whether that be a realty license, whether that be representation of your ownership in a liquidity pool. An NFT is an amassment of data. That is to say, you are a unique amassment of data, unlike any other else. You are beautiful. I love you. And that's why people love their NFTs, because they're one of a kind. An FT, or a fungible token, you don't really call it you don't call it a FT, you call it a crypto token, a fungible token. Those can be exchanged, 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. So for that matter, if I logged in with my wallet, or I connected my wallet, I might also see avatars here from those avatars in my wallet. So for instance, a Vipe, if you know Vipe.io, a Vipe might appear in your wallet. Or, you might have something like a Clone X avatar, and you have your VRM for your Clone X avatar. So you can say, I'm gonna upload. So you can click this upload, and you can go ahead and go into your files and find your VRM file and upload your VRM file. So for me, I got this one right here, which I really love. Where is it? There it is. Hey, this is what's called a chibi version of my clone. So you see I have the regular version. It's like my mini-me. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Me and I. Just the two of us. Now you will see that right now I can see my avatar on my screen. But if I show you my other screen right now where my other avatar is, let me see. Okay. I don't want to fuss around with this right now. Basically, on my other screen, what I see is that I still see the old avatar. So you have to make sure that after you upload your avatar that you make sure to press confirm new VRM. Maybe you're already in this screen, you know, you've already exited out and you're like, oh, did I do that? You can always click here and check. And if you didn't, it'll still say that. So you gotta name that Chibi Kev. Oh, actually I named this avatar Kevlar. Let's see. And mini me of Kevlar. Clone X. So there you go. You can also see that apply scale. You can make them by default bigger or smaller. So you can see it's submitting. So there it is. VRM uploaded successfully. We can now see that it's there saved in our profile. You can edit, you can delete. There Chibi Kevlar is. Now, I also have my profile picture that I need to edit. So of course, you can go here and select edit. And under your, immediately it's gonna show you at these connections areas. So you can, if you connected with your Google, you can then connect your Twitter, you can start to add wallets. The reason why you would do that is because later you can actually choose to build these spaces of your own for free, and you can use those assets from your wallet, things that you could collect at these events and oncyber, and start to build out your own space. You can also upload pictures, audio files, anything like a website. Imagine this like a 3-dimensional website. So we can go here, go to my account. You can see you can upload your profile picture. You can change your username to whatever you'd like, short description. This is my alternate account. There it is. Got it saved. So that's pretty much how you're going to get started in setting up your profile, your username. If you have any issues with speed or connectivity, you can always go back into the settings menu. And all of this is housed under this bottom right icon where your profile picture is profile and settings. Then you're going to go to settings. They're in the top right. And then you can see you can change languages. We have Japanese, Korean, Chinese, and English. You can change the graphics quality. I'm on high quality, but you can go to optimal or low quality. If you ever forget the command for the hotkey, which is C for changing your camera controls, you can also do that here. At that point, using the arrows on your keyboard or the letters W, A, S, and D, you can start to move around. If you hold Shift, you can run. And if you do a combination of using your mouse, using the letters WASD, holding down Shift, you will start running around the room like an absolute minion. And then if you want to really skyrocket, you hold down the space bar and you will start to just jump around. And this is sort of like the full expression of movement. Don't forget 1 through 9. And because you're watching here, I'm going to give you some special alpha, which is, oh, hello, we have a new Anon. Welcome. Welcome. We're just going through. If you have any questions, let me know. We're just showing people how to get started with their profiles. If you need any help logging in, everything I just talked about is also being recorded, so I'll be sharing it on my channel. Something cool, though, right now, if everybody holds holds Control and presses 3 on their keyboard. So hold Control and press 3 on your keyboard. And you will do your little 3 walk there. There you go. If you pressed X, then you would have actually went into drone mode where you disconnect your camera from your avatar and you can start flying around, and then using the same controls of WASD, you can move forward, backwards, you can hold shift to move faster, you can use E to move up and Q to move downwards. I'm moving fast here, folks, so if you have any questions, you can always type it in chat. If you lose it at any time, you can press V for voice on your keyboard, and that'll open up your chat menu, and using that in the bottom left, if you have trouble getting to your chat menu, just press escape on your keyboard to unlock your mouse, and you can get into your chat menu, and then you can type and say hello, and you can see it even appears over your avatar in the world when you do it. Hey, I see we got a lot of friendly Anons coming into the space. Let's go. Okay, I think somebody's running into okay, there it is. We out here. Listen, we got to get some of you Anons booted and suited. So, by all means, make sure you click if you're on mobile, you can still log in. So go to your profile settings and make sure you secure your username, because right now this is such an early platform. All the best usernames are still available. I mean, think about it, like Butternut or Flamingo. I mean, who's going to be the original Flamingo in oncyber? Will it be you? Anon DFC _ KX? Mini Kev is doing his thing. Look, you... Let's go. We got PLE in the house. If you ever see somebody in chat and you say, hey, I wonder where this person is, press U on your keyboard and you can scroll down and see where that person is on that user list and then teleport to them. Boom. Let me show you how to do that. There, you can see the user list. Boom. If you've just logged in and you just created your account, you just created your profile, there you go. We got Anon set up as a cloud. I love it. Lifting that cloud. If you set up your profile, sometimes if you're logging in on that device for the first time, you might need to hit refresh to repopulate in the world with your profile and your stuff. So, if you're logged in right now and it's your first time on the device, I invite you to do a little refresh and see what happens. You're going to log in, you're still going to have your profile and everything set up. And if not, like I said, you're still up in here, we're out, we're exploring. Now we're pretty much set with our profiles. We have our VRM set up. We've got our settings right. Say you're with a group like this, there's a little camera button at the bottom that you see right next to the user list. You can click that to take a screenshot. You can also press B on your keyboard. So the best combination is if you're able to run around, you have your camera in motion, right? You have your camera locked. You can pull up next to your homie you do a little dance, and then you press X on your keyboard, and then you move around your camera to get the ultimate angle. Okay? So if you're still moving around, I want you to press X on your keyboard. So OXC7, you're going to press X on your keyboard. Unless you're on mobile, that is. If you're on mobile, then run around so I know if that's your... But if you're not, if you're on desktop, press X on your keyboard. And I want you to then use your directional arrows and you'll be able to move around. Hey, exactly. X puts you in fly mode. So it's not drone mode, it's really called fly mode. I should be calling it that. Exactly. You'll go into third person, you'll start flying around, and doing that is the best. Fly up to us and let's take a group picture. Press B like battleship, B for battleship. Press B on your keyboard to take a screenshot. And there you go. And that will take, exactly, when you press X again, any direction your camera's facing, your avatar will facing. Sometimes I use that to like reface my avatar even. Like I'll double click X to change the direction of my avatar. If I want to turn him around like this way, you know, this way, just exactly. So you'll see that Munch right now in world for me. I see that in chat, your name says Munch. Which, by the way, can we all like can we all just like do a little emote for Munch right now? This is officially the first Munch of oncyber. I think there's only one thing that we can do right now, and that's we got to celebrate this with a song. I think I know just what song to play. Just give me one moment here. So if you're a community host, that little button right next to your microphone, so right next to M, you'll see that little square thing. That's broadcast. If you click that, you'll see share audio. Now, you're only going to see that if you're on PC because I'm frankly going to say it. Sometimes Apple can be a pain in the butt. So if you're on PC, you got this feature, but like Apple to share audio is kind of difficult. So if you have audio, there's a whole other tutorial I'm going to have to show you on how to share audio, but we can go through it. If you're on PC, you just share that button. If you're not the owner of the space, it will ask the owner for for approval. So you won't get, but in your own space, it'll automatically allow you to broadcast. So right now I'm going to broadcast what I'm going to do is I'm going to broadcast my screen and my audio. So you can do just audio, but you can also do both. So right here, you can see up on the wall above that that beautiful Nakamigos. Oops, I just lost my thing. Darn it, hold on, come back here. Okay, there it is. So you can see I'm literally broadcasting my screen into this space. And I don't even have to share that on, I don't even have to share that on, that's not coming through Twitter. That's not coming through Twitch. That's not coming through YouTube. It's like a Zoom share. It's like a Zoom screen share. So this one here is for you, Munch. Let's have a little dance party to celebrate Munch real quick. Let's go. We're making a music video right now. Press X on your keyboard. Press X on your keyboard right now. Get next to your homies. Do your move here. First skull. Amazing. Is this Viri? Nice. Beautiful. All right, get over here. First Skull. Do you want to change your name to First Skull? Is what you're saying? If you want to change your name first, OXDA, you're gonna click that little profile button in the bottom right. Then you're gonna click the edit button right next to your profile in the top right. Then you're gonna go to the My Account area. So like I said, you're gonna click that profile. You're gonna click your edit. You're gonna go to My Account, and you're gonna, right here is gonna say your numbers of your wallet right now. So you're gonna change that, and then you're gonna press save, and then type in chat. I wanna see if it comes through. For now, I want everybody who's in here, they got their avatars loaded up, get up in here. It's about to be a dance party. We're about to make a music video. Use X on your keyboard to go into fly mode, and let's just live the music video. You're gonna press 1 through 9 on your keyboard to bust. You're gonna press 1 through 9 on your keyboard to bust a move. So if you want to dance, exactly 1 through 9, any one of those numbers. If you're typing in chat, what I want you to do is use your mouse to click in world. Exactly. Let's go. We're gonna run this from the top right here. Let's go. Then press X on your keyboard to go into fly mode. Hey. Let's go, Munch. This for Munch. Let's go, Munch. This you, bro. Let's go, bro. Hey. That's a bubble. Look at Munch with that bubble. Let's go, Ghostly. Hit that 1 through 9. Let's go. Bust a move. Let me see what you got. Ayy. Get sturdy for me, Ghostly. Get sturdy. 1 through 9 on that keyboard. Ooh, you got that gangsta lean. You're just doing that lean right now. I see. How do I enter? If you click on your movement on, if you click in the your mouse, so you're moving around, you press 1 through 9 on your keyboard. Exactly. Let's go, folks. This was a successful session. We got sturdy. We officially introduced Munch. Do me a favor, just do a little refresh for me, Munch. Do a little refresh, because right now we're still, I want people to see your username over you. Right now it still says, your wallet address, because when you first change your username, it will do that. Like, for people in the world to see it, you just need to, there you go. All right, Munch, now it says your name over you. You got to get a little profile picture. A little fun fact, with this profile that you have right now, this avatar, if you change your profile picture under the edit of your profile, under My Account, that profile picture will populate where that little head guy is. So if you wanted to be your PFP, you could do that. But we are in here. Folks, the next event is about to start right now. I'm going to show you one last little tip here, okay? So this next little trick here is how you can easily open portals to other spaces. You can, of course, connect portals to your spaces, but when you're in these events, you can also drop oncyber links into these spaces, into chat. and it will allow people to open up. Let me see. They will open up their own. Let me see if it goes there, right there. Oh, wait, no, don't use that one. Okay. Here we go. So you can see I put this on cyberspace, and in chat it opened up as a picture. It says take a portal to the latest with Primitive. The next event that's about to get started right now is an event called The Latest with Primitive. It is an event basically that goes through the latest news of the week. Okay? So this is all from one artist's perspective. So it's not really a news show as much as it is a perspective. And I'm going to leave Primitive up to explaining more about it. But let's go ahead. If you click that portal, it'll open up a little portal there for you. Boom. And you can just walk through that portal. So as soon as you walk through that portal, I walk through mine as well. See you over there, Munch. And by the way, anyone here, like, I think Primitive, are you here?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, welcome. Thanks for having us. I am live right now. I'm gonna just enjoy. I know this is your first event here, so glad to have you introduce it.
Yeah, well, thanks for letting me host the space. It's my first event, as you say. Really, it's an honor to be a part of this whole change in Web3 and to have some fun while we do it. So welcome everybody. Primitive. I've been working with Kevin, having fun, growing and learning with Kevin since around March this year, and now I'm doing my first event.
Let's go.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So today's theme is news or current events, and what do we consider news? What do we consider relevant? How do we share news on Web3? How do we share news on oncyber? Obviously, this isn't like a 2D scroll and read the comments type of thing, that you see on Twitter. It's got 3D objects you can interact with, movies, videos, pictures, GIFs. Pretty much the world is your oyster when it comes to sharing news. So I've kind of started here with a little idea that I got started on last week as an example. I'm still quite new to this, so I've just been downloading a few 3D objects off of a free downloading site that allows you to import type of file that they use on cyber called GLB files. You can download them quite easily off of the internet, and you can get any kind of object that works for you. I've got a little person in a cryogenic chamber and little alien because
love it.
My
Love it. So these are 3D files, each of them that you downloaded just like for free?
Totally, yeah. It took me in 2 minutes. I went onto this website that I found off a Google search, and I typed in free download GLB files, and there's some really great sites out there for these kind of generalized objects. You got a lot of tech objects, a lot of cars, a lot of appliances. You could kit out a whole Sims house if you wanted to.
Wow, and there's a claim over here.
Yeah, that's actually a news article. We've been talking about this news event, and today, funny enough, I came across this guy that had minted an NFT of the current events that are happening in crypto right now. And I thought it was quite a cool little object to add, or a little piece of info to add to our event.
And you're adding this all you're adding all of this into the scene. So you're going to be adding different news stories to this room during this event.
Yeah. So just as a start, I left this one here because I had the link open earlier today. I love it. You know how it goes with. Yeah, it's like I just wanted to embed this website in, because websites, they don't save into your how would you say, your user interface that allows you to add and remove objects.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just leave it there, and so I didn't forget it.
Yeah, and by the way, for people who are just like maybe they're new to oncyber, if you press escape on your keyboard, it'll unlock your mouse and you can scroll, and if you put your mouse over that window, you can scroll up and down, you can interact with that just like a regular website. So in future tutorials, I'll do building tutorials, but this is how, you know, Primitive is able to easily embed a website into his space. So even right now, you know, if we wanted to, we could claim this with our wallet and, you know, go ahead and claim this NFT right here from inside of oncyber.
And don't worry about anyone seeing your password. They won't see you typing into the webpage.
Yes, exactly. So the website is a 1-per-1 thing. It's not like everybody's seeing what you're doing on the website. Good note.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the one little piece of news I added. It was just a side note as I was scrolling Twitter today. I thought it was quite relevant for what we're doing today. But I think I could go ahead and maybe add some more stories, and you can have a little laugh. The format I've added most of these news bites, if I want to call them that, are in GIF format because it just seemed the most useful for me because I'm adding more than one frame of information, and that way I can save space. So let's start with our first one. Let's look at this event we did last week on cyber. One of our fellow DJs, his name is Elysium.
Love it.
He was racing on Sunday, as far as I remember, and he won his race. He's an electric racer. He races in a Mini, and I made this little story. You can decide if it's fake news or not. Let me just move this website out the way. So I've cycled the GIFs to like 20 seconds of between frames. So
oh, epic! So these are GIFs. So it's gonna like be like a rotate. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. And I was just trying to figure out a way to share the story that's like small file size. It's not a video, and it cycles through and it's continuously changing. And the GIFs just work.
It really does.
Yeah. So yeah, there's comments that you're going to be reading as you're chilling. Maybe you're going to be talking with your buddies, and then you'll see one of the frames you haven't read before. Obviously, image-based is the primary focus here. Image-based news.
Yeah.
Just want to move this news story out the way. So yeah, I've got that story, and I want to also share with you some other objects that are related to the story. So as you can see, there's this car was stolen, an Elysium car. It was stolen from his warehouse, which is unfortunate. These thugs showed up right after the race.
One of those kind of looks familiar. Some of those people look familiar. I mean,
there's some familiar faces there, especially the one dancing to the left of the car.
Wait a
Apparently,
second.
the authorities. Yeah, they're.
Wait a second. I don't recognize him at all. Who are you talking about?
Quick cover up.
Yeah.
So, and luckily, the police have been able to locate the vehicle that has been stolen. The thieves were kind enough to bring the car back, but they did some damage to the vehicle.
Oh.
And I don't want to crush any of you in the process.
Oh my gosh.
Vehicle has been returned.
Oh my, there's some damage. What the?
Who's this KOE 999?
What
I
the?
don't know. Is that his tag? Who's this guy?
I think it's a message like it's saying like cool only everyone. I don't know. There's clearly something.
Not my name.
Looks like indeed. Looks like we have somebody has definitely trashed this car.
They trashed this vehicle up well and good.
Wow.
And I think it was a message. Like they really wanted to let this racer know. You know.
Wow.
I don't know what the message is. Maybe just vandalism.
Yeah. I think the message is make sure where you park, make sure you keep somebody around it. Don't leave your car unattended in the metaverse, folks.
I mean, you wouldn't download a car, would you?
You wouldn't download a car. Well, yes, I would.
I literally had to download this Mini. I just searched Mini in this website that allows you to download GLBs. I did have to do a bit of texture assigning for those of you who know how to use Blender. It was quite simple. I've been learning Blender the past month, and it comes with the textures. Some of the GLBs you have to assign the textures yourself. You are able to use a Python script, I know, for doing that without having to actually do it manually, but I'm still learning, so I did it manually. It took me about 20 minutes to get all the textures of the car aligned with it, because it just showed up as a white car in the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, came out good, and then I was able to deface it like a good graffiti artist. Nothing like a bit of graffiti.
Love it.
So yeah, that's a 3D object that you can see how it plays with other news stories. So
I'm definitely taking a picture of this, because this is an amazing picture right here. This is definitely a memory here. We are. Oh, and I love now we got the collision on it. Nice.
Yeah, you can chill up there.
Wow, that is so funny right there. Look at that.
I really like the collision of this space, because you can like add like a gaming element, like like in the bunny hopping that you do in CS:GO.
Totally.
For example, you can get to like these parts of the map that you usually can't get to.
We got Doo-Doo Munch here.
Hey, Doo-Doo!
Oh man, somebody shit on the car. Put the shit on the car.
Yes, so much shit been done to this
dude,
car,
somebody took a shit on my car, bro. Dub TF, bro. Hold shift, and if you want to jump, maybe like hold shift. It might give you a higher jump. No, okay, it's all good.
So I'm gonna add up my next news event here. Is this wall? This wall's okay, right? This wall should be fine. So there's a big problem with the 3D printers now. Like people are just 3D printing like crazy, and it's causing problems. Like as you can see here, there's a bit of global concern about the amount of forklift drivers that aren't certified. People are applying for jobs they shouldn't have, and apparently they're saying that because they're able to 3D print these forklifts at home, it allows them to be certified. I don't know. All I know is that, like, I was able to print my own forklift, and I think I'm certified.
You're certified in 3D printed forklift.
Yeah.
I want to read this. So this says right here, FBI footage of recent printing den released. Suspects are still at large. One of the suspects was heard screaming.
Oh, Jesse Pinkman.
There's a growing concern of uncertified forklifts. People are 3D printing their own forklifts, people.
Yeah, things are getting out of control here.
Oh my goodness. Are we going to go to jail if we get caught?
You might go to meme jail, where you're not allowed to make any Elon Musk memes for the next 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I'm really having fun with the 3D objects. They just add this like extra flavor to your space, and if you know a little bit about design, you can really tweak them and make them your own. This forklift, I never.
This is just freaking hilarious, folks. Ghostly, I've approved you for voice. You know, if it's okay with primitive.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Right on. Yeah, this is cool.
Welcome, and
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I personally, I'm kind of amazed right now. I have the funniest picture right now of me on this forklift.
Do you want me to set a collider on that so you can get up on it?
If somebody could, the funny thing would be if it was like, we could have somebody laying on the forklift, like
yeah.
moving the body.
That's cool. Yeah, get up on there.
Perfect.
Oh, man, down. Let me just adjust.
Oh my gosh! Wait! This is hilarious.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
oh my god, this is so funny.
Can you control the lift?
I wish. No, unfortunately, right now the lift is just a 3D file, but.
Here, let me move and do a better fall. Here, hold on a sec.
Honestly, I got a really okay. Let's see what this one has. I want to see. Okay, that one is very good. I'm gonna use that one. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna tag everyone. Drop your just so I have primitives. Ghostly, drop your Feel free to drop your Twitter handle in the chat so I can tag on this.
Well, I'm actually going to come back with my other name because I came in just a little cold on this, and sorry to be a little
please.
leery.
No, please. No, this is just a vibe. I mean, this is Primitive's first event, so it's exciting. Again, I think this is just, I've never seen an event like this before, and I love what you're doing here. I'm curious to see what other stories we got.
Yeah, cool. Well, I reckon I'll take the next story over to the wall.
Excellent.
Just so we have a bit more space.
Excellent.
So I'm really into this whole drama with Elon Musk. The guy's really, there's no shortage of memes when it comes to Musk. So I saw this podcast recently where, so I'm going to add an asset, those of you who are going to start making their own spaces, I don't know if Kevin has shown you where if you just click on the little black, when you're in edit mode, I'm in edit mode now, you guys aren't, but when I'm in edit mode, you just click on the little black squares and it allows you to add the asset exactly where you want. Yeah. So I've got this great capture from the video I was watching with Musk confirms he's a walrus, using that fake news approach. You know how they just use that clickbait titles.
No, this is perfect. This is true primitive news. I love it. Musk confirms in recent podcasts his strategy for the Zuck fight in the Coliseum, despite repeated attempts by friends and family to get him to use lion style. He is going to go with the walrus, which he will use to smother Zuck into submission. It is a great strategy.
I say lion style because I made another meme earlier this week about the fight because it has been getting ridiculous. Even Elon Musk's mother was getting involved, and you don't know where the truth lies. And that's why I love this whole space of reality meets fiction of the metaverse, as well as reality meets fiction of our reality, which we consider to be real. It's it's a complete joke. True. What's going on? And now that we're able to progress further into this kind of rabbit hole of, how could I best describe it? It's like Inception. It's like a dream within a dream in a way, and you don't know where the truth is.
Yeah.
So I'm just creating my own truth and making my own joke out of it.
I love it, and you're giving it a whole world to live in here.
Yeah, totally.
Somebody could step into this place and be like, "What reality am I in?"
Yeah.
What if through blockchain technology, right? Something that's immutable, what if just follow me, right? When you go look through a mountain, right, and you can almost travel through time and be almost in sync with what was happening at a certain period in time. When you look through a mountain's the different layers, you can see the different sediment layers, you can do analysis, so the more permanent we understand a place, the more we can access it in the future, right? So what if, because the blockchain is so immutable, aliens from the future can actually access our timeline through the blockchain and interact with it?
Oh yeah.
So what if frickin' you're building this space right here and we're gonna convince aliens that this is the reality?
Well, this is the whole concept of time moving from a rippling of the past into the future, where maybe there's ripples of the future that echo back towards us as well.
Dude.
And
Yes.
maybe the echo of the Zuck fight is just big enough.
Dude, what if something happened and we split into a different tree line where this fight is happening? What if in another timeline, who knows? Maybe Zuckerberg and Elon Musk got married.
Yeah, they made up. They had their main ceremony in
yeah,
the Coliseum.
Exactly. Let's see. Copy Elon app. Even smarter. Challenges Zuck to a cage fight. Even greater. Italy offers them a spot to Coliseum for the fight. Even greater. But Italy doesn't say their opponent will be a lion. Wow.
Oh man.
And this. And
I just remember.
You know?
Like they have to fight it together, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, they're both screwed.
Yeah. Whoever dies, then we delete the app.
So Primitive, I just have a really quick question. Did you develop this in a different metaverse or equivalent type of, shall I say,
Virtual
graphics?
world.
Virtual world, yeah.
What develop what? What would you say?
This
What are you
room,
referring to? Oh,
similar constructs.
maybe Kevin knows a bit more about that.
So-
from my knowledge, these are like standard spaces which are free to use.
This one is a paid one. It's not that much. I think it's 40. I think it's $40. But like, you know, there's a oncyber.io/marketplace, and actually one of my favorite things here is that I can actually also share my screen here on the wall. So I can come over here and go boop. And let's see, I'm going to oncyber.io/marketplace.
Oh.
Now I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, there you go.
So like you can have multiple people, you know, sharing their screen at once, right?
Oh, that's nuts.
Awesome.
Yes. It's better than Zoom. You can't even do that on Zoom.
And it comes through so clearly.
Yeah, and so this marketplace, you can see there are some free ones. So you know, those free ones, they come out of the box. Anyone can use them, curated for the community, and you can select, you know, hover over create space, and you can start getting going. There's also other, like, you know, different categories, like some of these artifact pods, or, you know, and you can, and also they have like their marketplace here. If you scroll down, you know, as long as you're not filtered in on one of these things, like, or you could be, but like you could scroll down, you can see all the different kinds of pods and spaces. So here's the one that we're in right now. It costs 0.01 ETH.
Nice.
So then you get all the basic like 3D shell that's been curated by the architect of the space, and then you curate it with whatever images, websites, you know, anything that you want to create. And also, of course, like for me in these spaces, like you can play video games together with your community. You know, if you scroll all the way to the bottom here, you will see that you can also upload your own GLB files, or I thought it was down here at the bottom. Hold on. There's a way here, I think. Let me see, 3D Studio.
You'd have to be in your property. Yeah. So you're gonna show us? That is totally cool.
Yeah. So you can actually come in here, and like a lot of people collaboratively build in this way, like remote companies, remote culture. So you can, you know, this is like the studio. So you can also build in world in real time. If you hold Shift and K, if you own the world, it'll activate like a build mode. You can also, you know, come into your studio. I'm pretty sure when you scroll to the bottom here, oops, my little screen get a little fudged up on me there.
So are your worlds NFTs in themselves?
Exactly. Each one of these worlds is an NFT. And so here, if you're in studio mode and you scroll to the bottom, you can see it says drop your GLB file here. So you can upload a world as a GLB file. They have a lot of documentation around, you know, all that's like learn how to create your space. You know, you can learn more, and it'll show you like all the information, you know.
Very cool. Did you base this system on a popular graphics engine?
I'm the brand ambassador. I'm like an artist creator who started using the platform, who later ended up becoming the brand ambassador because I was able to show people how to leverage value on the platform, etc. So I actually don't know a lot about the technical side of like how they're accomplishing the secret sauce of it.
Yeah. Have you heard the words Unreal or Unity?
I don't want to confirm or, you know, put you on the wrong path.
Right.
But I know if I'm not mistaken, I know it is one of those two. I just don't want to say the wrong one. So if anything,
No worries.
You know, like
yeah, I'm currently property holder of Hyperfi, a Isles of Meta, and Worlds Beyond, which are all, you know, one of each. One's proprietary, one's Unreal, one's Unity.
Yep. And I would say, you know, I dropped the link to their Discord channel in in the oncyber chat, so if you enter there, I guarantee you they're super super responsive. All of that, they will jump into it, and that's sort of what drew me to this particular platform. Is I feel like the rate in which they develop and grow and they iterate with their communities is very strong. So yeah, I'm sure if you ask them that today, you'll probably get an answer today. So yeah.
How did I think I wound up hiding my chat.
Okay, if you press V on your keyboard, it'll open up.
Okay.
It'll open up your chat.
Got it. Cool.
Yep.
Thanks.
And there's a lot of little buttons here. All these different platforms. I think, some of them are focused on solving different problems. Some of them are looking at solving problems for different communities. Like each platform is just a different, space that can potentially empower creators. I don't know. In HyperFi, do you get a free space?
No, you have to buy it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of backwards. The space itself is what you acquire. That is it's a property, kind of like, it's kind of like spatial, but you pay for it, kind of like this, but then you can upload whatever GLB framework you want from there.
Awesome. Yeah.
So
they have different, it's like different chains. Like, is Polygon better than, Ethereum? Is like, all of them tend to a different need. I think the most important thing is saying, like, what kind of experience am I trying to give my who am I trying to bring here? Like, for me, I feel like oncyber is one of the best platforms to onboard new users to Web3, because you can enter via mobile and you can log in without using, a wallet. You can use your Twitter, you can use a Gmail. So like for me, when I'm bringing people here, not only can I get them started without having any wallet or anything like that, but once they get started, they can also build their own space for free as well, so they can start growing and learning as well.
Got it.
So yeah, that for me is like a big part of what I do. Is like, I'm trying to empower creators. My mission is to like bring 1 million creators into the space and to empower them. And each artist has their own vision. Primitive is realizing his vision here around the news. And so for me, I feel like Primitive, did it cost you, it didn't cost you anything to set up this space?
Not, it's costed me nothing. And I mean, the time that I've spent learning how to use the space has been really minimal. Nothing like using Blender or Unity or one of these rendering programs. It's been a case of having 2 or 3 sessions with you, and I was fluent in oncyber.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be. I mean, it's a very intuitive, platform, and for that matter, like we said, like people ask like which one's the best. Like, there is no best. What matters is which empowers you and your community the most. Ultimately, I have Decentraland land, and on my land in Decentraland, I have a link over to my oncyber space. So, I think that's what you really want to do, and interconnect these spaces.
Portals is the way to go. Are you in Lighthouse?
Oh yeah, I love Lighthouse. So definitely link with me. Let me drop my thing here in below, and we can definitely link on Lighthouse.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have refreshed a couple times, so I don't have any artifacts from the past. But
I feel you.
But
you mean like NFTs wise?
No, of the chat. So my last view of the chat was.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah.
When you said yes with a smiley face.
Well, here, let me at least give you, because I want you to be able to answer your question later around, around the Unity, what they're using on Unreal. That'll give you access to their oncyber, where you, that in chat right there. So, and then I'm gonna drop my thing right here. So if you already have a Lighthouse, that'll add us as friends. Or if you don't have a Lighthouse, that'll get you started, and it'll automatically make you my friend. I already know you have Lighthouse, but for anybody else.
Yeah, I will show up eventually here under a different name. I was hanging out with, let's see, gotta get back to here. yeah, I was hanging out with Primitive here in a Vipe
Yes.
Hyperfi, and so my name here. I'll just drop it here. I'm a musician, and
Amazing.
you'll find me with this out in Twitterland.
Let's go. I'm gonna go over there and follow you right now. Mine's just is just Kevin on Earth 999. Nice to be connected, my friend. Amazing.
Yeah,
There's a lot
that's
of possibilities and Primitive. I mean, is there any other news that you think? I mean, that I think that there's more. If there's more, I think let's jump into it.
yeah. I've got this one last story. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about the utility of PFPs. There's been not much talk about avatars as a new store of value. I know that like speculation around this art form is probably something that should be taken with a lot of care because it really ruins the space. I could argue that speculation is not a good thing, even though it does bring value, does bring attention. Often it's not the right kind of attention.
Yep.
I know for myself, I got into crypto because of the Dogecoin rush of April 2021. Like that's what got me into crypto. That's what hooked me.
Yep.
And I started chasing charts like any DGen, the wrong kind of DGen, not the DGen I am now. And yeah, I mean, I saw NFTs as just this next level of trading or exchanging value. But now I see what NFTs are now, the PFP projects, a lot of them are really in the gutter. A lot of them are struggling to keep the value behind it or utility, which is the word here, like what utility can they offer? And a lot of the people are selling out. And like, I just look at avatars as this new development in the space that's not being pushed by speculative greed. It's being pushed by the technology, by the ability to put ourselves in a browser, off our phone, with our avatar, with our PFP, jamming, connecting, buying stuff, having a good time, listening to music. Like it's all there. And like avatars are the centerpiece now, even though we don't know it. Like I think it's going to be the next big, well, this whole space. It's going to be one aspect of this whole thing. But
Totally. I think, people are already spending a lot of time in digital platforms, and most of that is to communicate and engage with each other. And I think how we represent ourselves and our bodies in this space is a big impact, and how much we own that representation is also a big thing. So I love Vipe. I think they're one of the best. If you don't have a Vipe, it's really cheap to get. It's like one of the cheapest, highest utility NFT. Like, do your own research, but I've seen a lot of PFPs come out that don't have the utility and immediate value that Vipe has for the cost that they have. So,
yeah. And just to continue with Vibe, I use them as an example because I've never seen a project allow you to re-roll and choose your own identical character.
Totally.
What character am I? Like you're not just like selecting a lottery of traits.
Totally.
And that's now you. Like, and then you have to buy another person's mint, like just to become more associated with your PFP. I think this approach has been so cool. I don't know much about the space, but like this is the first time I've seen this. Like
also can say I think that this was an innovative approach. I think that they definitely borrowed some concepts across the board, but no one had unified them in this way that they had and executed so well. Like their build, their experience, like this is polygonal minds we're talking about, the super OGs of building in Web3. And if you don't know about polygonal minds, let that be another positive indicator, because these people, they're not out there spreading FOMO, or even they let their work speak for themselves. Their reputation, go ask about them. Like everyone who uses them can speak by it because they know how useful it is. And it's amazing here, Primitive, you've managed to get a PFP.
Yeah, I made a little joke. Like, what do you prefer, the avatar or the PFP? Like, you're gonna want the avatar. I mean, the PFP has its function, but like you have it all with an avatar. You have your PFP.
That's hilarious.
You have your dancing. I mean, I'm dancing now, but look at me.
That's
I'm just
hilarious.
jiggling around. I'm just jiggling.
Did you make the image of VRM?
Yeah, so what I did on Blender was and I'm completely new to Blender. Really, I don't know anything about Blender. I'm still learning like all the basics. I don't even know how to sculpt. Like I've just been working with reducing file sizes, and today I added a plane, and then I added a texture to the plane, and luckily enough, the plane I added was square, and the PFP picture I downloaded from my Vibe, she matched up, and I didn't have to do anything else. And you know, when I get to that point, I'm like, yeah, I succeeded.
I got what I wanted. Absolutely, I love it. Yeah, I'm the same way.
And, you know, there's so many things about Blender that I still need to learn, but like I'm at the there was this one guy on the weekend at the panels at this Here and Now event. He said, I'm always working at the edge of my knowledge. And that's been me for the past 3 years, just working at the edge of my knowledge. You know, like always, you know,
always
as an artist, just always feeling like you're not where you want to be yet. Like you're always like pushing into something that's pulling you into it. Like, I don't really know how to say that I'm not where I think I'm going to be in the next 6 months, but I know for now I've achieved what I needed to do for the week, which was to achieve the space, to get 3D objects edited. Like, for instance, putting all the textures on that Mini Cooper was such a, yeah, man, like some of those GLBs, they come with the textures placed, and this one didn't, and I really needed it for the story.
Yes. So, and it came out so well. Like, I love it so. Like, I feel like, and people are gonna be able to come in here and see these after the event. And for me, I feel like this is like, it's better to experience things in this way than just scrolling down a wall. You know?
Yeah.
And then you might even meet people in the process.
Hey, so I'm gonna somehow get out of here and reconnect with my other wallet and get myself set up.
Yeah, the best way, if you want to, the best way to log out, I would say, is to, there's a couple ways. Number one, you can always clear your cache. That's the easiest way.
Right. Disconnect my wallet and then clear cache.
You don't, yeah, exactly. You don't even need to like even disconnect your wallet. If you just clear cache, it'll log you out. And the other thing I do is I have like if I have another like Chrome profile set up, I can set up a secondary, you know, profile for, and so I'm just swapping between those sometimes. It's up to you how you want to do it.
Yes, but the best way I would think is to have separate wallets for each account. You know, for me, I feel like that's the best way. But some people choose to have multiple wallets on one account so they can build all from that one account. Now, if you have multiple profiles, that's totally fine. What you can do is add your other profile as a curator in that space, and then anyone who's an admin in that space can, you know, place any NFT assets from those wallets into the space. So for instance, sometimes I collaborate with artists, you know, and we create a space together, and it allows me to like, you know, use their NFT assets to curate the space too. Oh, that's nuts. Yeah. So more that they would have multiple user profiles per wallet, or you're saying multiple wallets per user?
I would say, like if you could have multiple wallets on one user. That's
I've got a Tezos. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
I've got a Tezos and a MetaMask running on this profile.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
So you can exactly. So, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, if you have like another Twitter account, you can connect those wallets to a different account as well. Like you don't have to limit those accounts to one wallet.
Got it. Yeah. So I haven't connected Twitter here yet for this profile. Okay. So, and since this is kind of a burner.
Yeah. And if you have Twitter set up on another profile already, what it'll say is, hey, we've detected that you have another account with this. Would you like to merge this? You know, and
okay.
You know, so
got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me muck around. Are you guys gonna hang out for a little bit?
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here till the top of the hour. I mean, this event's gonna be here till the top of the hour. We're gonna be hanging out here. I'm liking this vibe. Sinks is in the spot. Sinks, how'd you know we were talking about you?
Well, I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna screw around with user profile. So
yeah.
I might, reload a couple times.
Yeah, feel free.
Okay.
Alrighty.
That's a great vibe, man. All white, that's clean.
Sinks, what we were doing is we have our news event here run by, Primitive has this news event that he started. It's going to be sort of his weekly meetup. We're going to be learning the latest news, and if you want, there's a lot of news here you can explore, like this TV that we trashed over the weekend, and this car that we trashed over the weekend.
Yes, what a party. We took it all around. Yeah.
You wouldn't even believe we took it across every metaverse and some metaverse you've never heard of before.
Yeah. We're gonna have to remove the prints though before we give it back to Elysium for its next race.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'd like to tag him. I'll send him a picture. His face is also looking great. I really like his racing stuff he's doing there.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for I feel like give it 3 of these news meetups and this room is gonna be like it's gonna be amazing. And
it's gonna look like a newsroom, full of like papers, coffee cups strewn all over the place.
Exactly. This just
oh, yeah. Man, I gotta get some coffee cups. I'm gonna look for some appliances that you might see in an office to fill the place up so it looks like it's like a cluttered office. You've been working hard.
I love that. And anytime anybody wants to fill themselves in on the latest from Primitive, they come in here and they can explore and just jump into that world. I that for me is like the funniest thing. It's like almost like rather than film a movie, you've created the context for us to experience one.
Completely. Just to entertain yourself, you can find something that that strikes your fancy. Every week I'll try and get a new story or 2 up. I'm always on Twitter, just reading through the useless news. So why not make a joke out of it?
I love it.
Someone to laugh.
This is the way. I love it. And I'm also gonna say, damn, Sinks, that's
a crimson, bro.
That is insane.
Flip.
I clearly did not re-roll enough, dude.
I was
what
number did you get to?
I think 5. I don't think I re-rolled. For me, I was already dude, this looks sick. I was already very happy with this one.
That's great. I got this girl, this really cool girl avatar at 20 or so, and then I was connected with the wrong wallet, so I had to reconnect.
Yes.
And then when I tried to claim her, it didn't allow me. So then I rolled for another 370. I was trying to go for 420, and then I was just gonna say, okay, whatever 420 is, I'm gonna take it. And I got 378, and I found cool. Cool.
Nice.
I love the third eye.
Oh yeah, the third eye is sick, dude. I was gonna say. I mean,
nice.
All of these vibes are super dope. Is the Vibe Mint still going on? Or is that?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's 2,600 or so.
Wow. I definitely got to get me some more. I gotta get it. Maybe we can have a Vibe reroll meetup at some point. Sinks, what do you think?
Yeah.
Sinks, should we do a Vibe reroll meetup? We could do an event sometime next week. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna DM you about it. Cause honestly, people need to know about Vibe because I feel like, and all the artists I work with, I always show them 2 projects. I show them Vibe and I show them CloneX, and I say, you could invest in a CloneX and do your own research, but you know how I feel about it. But if you want all the value and all the utility of CloneX without the price, then you already know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the CloneX has a lot more fame in the way from the bull run. When did they release? Was it in 2021 or when did the CloneX collection come out?
It was about a year and a half ago. So I want to say the end of 2021.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, they've got you can do so much for the avatar. You can add a lot of accessories, right? I've seen a lot of people running with different accessories.
Oh yeah, you can customize them. You can, take your files and make. They give you a lot of great tutorial walkthroughs on how to use your clone, and one of them is how to make T-shirts. So you can make alternate versions of your clone with different T-shirts, and.
That's sweet.
Yeah, and so then you can like give away those as like alternate versions of your clone, right? And then, hey, we got another Vipe in the
Oh,
house. And Sinks,
Uptown.
Sinks, you can press M to activate your mic. By the way, I approved. It's like Twitter Spaces, so like once you request, then not working. Sometimes I would check. Is it?
Okay. Okay. Hey, can you hear me?
We can. Do you have any chance to turn down your gain on your mic by chance? Anybody? We hear you very loud and clear, my friend. Mon friend.
Maybe that's better.
It's kind of distorted. I'm not sure why though.
Oh, give me a sec.
Not distorted like a raspy, but just like really loud and like. I had one person I was working with the other day had a challenge where they actually had to like update their laptop all the way to like, to get their mic to work.
Some of those IT fix sessions can go on all the way to reinstalling Windows.
Absolutely. I used to do QA, like in the tech company I was like, I was running for a long time. I used to do QA every day. So at this point, it's like in my blood.
Yeah. Oh man, so speaking about like fixing things, I spent the whole weekend on the oncyber like questions board, like trying to get help with these texture filters that Vroid uses.
Yes.
And it fixed it along with ChatGPT as well. But like, it's such a good feeling when you overcome a problem.
Totally.
That you're trying to solve.
And you get this new exciting result, And I just approved also Mike for you felons. So now you should be able to press it again and activate the.
Oh yeah, how's it going, man?
Yeah.
I did it. Yeah, so here's my Vipe, or one of them.
I love it.
Whoa. Man.
Dude.
Are those like legendaries? Those are amazing.
Wow. No, yours looks like yours looks like reminds me of felons. Reminds me of like freaking Saved by the Bell or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that old school.
You have to check it out. Yeah.
Saved by the Bell is like an old school show that just like.
A cartoon, wasn't that a cartoon?
No, it was a TV show. It was like one of those original like, what's that? That 70s show kind of vibe.
Oh right, yeah.
Sitcom.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell. I kind of got burnt out at the time, but yeah, I'm looking at the actors. Yeah, it was.
Gives me that vibe, like.
What's his name? Is it Mario Lopez? Yeah,
yes.
And oh Jesus Christ.
Sinks with this mega vibe. Can you buy these vipes on the market already? Like if I want to sell or buy one? Yeah.
They went public a week and a half ago, and so they started off for OGs 0.01, but now they're 0.03.
Amazing.
So you just go to vipe.io, and what's cool is that you basically, once you attach your wallet, you can re-roll. You basically try and get an avatar, and if you don't like it, and if it doesn't have all the the specs on it, you can actually see all the characteristics.
Yes.
And if you don't like it, you can just do a reroll.
Amazing.
Forever. And it's kind of a competition. If you go into Vipe,
which ones?
Some real DJs there.
I'm on the marketplace right now for them, and there's a lot of different collections there that they have. Is there a specific one that you look to find like the dope vibes to buy?
Yeah. Well, for the latest release of all these specific, what's interesting, they're kind of, what shall I say, non-gender.
Yeah, of course.
Avatars, and basically it's a specific new release because a lot of those other Vipe, quote unquote, projects are spin-offs from why am I blanking on the parent company?
From Polygonal Minds.
Polygonal Minds. Thank you very much. And so you'll see that Vipe figures very largely alongside with crypto avatars.
Oh yeah, I love crypto avatars.
Yeah. So crypto avatars came before Vipe, and so this guy Cynics, he's a community.
Is that the right way to say it? Because I swear I've been saying Sinks.
To be honest,
Tell us.
saying Cynics.
You know he's here in the room, right?
That's right.
You know he's here in the room, right?
Yo, how's the mic? Still bad?
Yeah.
Shit.
You are beyond the pale of a mic.
Yeah, I think just a refresh might do it.
Add like a foot or two from your mic.
Have you ever heard that, like, what is it called? What's the name of that one actor? He has like, he talks about going through the Wendy's drive-through, is like talking about sweet and sour sauce. I forget his name. Oh. It's like whenever you go through a drive-through, they're always yelling into the thing.
Oh right. You're talking about comedian.
Yeah, I forget what the comedian's name is though. He was in a bunch
I'm
of
just thinking of Dude, Where's My Car, bro, when they're ordering the
exactly.
Chinese.
And then now it works. It sounds good now, Sinks.
Yeah,
Oh, it's good.
Gabriel
Oh, my God.
Iglesias.
Much better, yeah, much better.
Is it Sinks or is it Cinex?
Bro, it's just a name that I got from a random name generator. So
You hear that?
So in other words, it's Chinish.
Sings,
Actually,
where you from,
like,
man?
Spain. So I say Sinks, but
Oh,
there's
you
no
do?
correct way, right? It's not a real name, so who cares?
You're
Yeah.
in Zaragoza, man. You're from Zaragoza, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I've been chatting to you on
Oh,
Twitter. I just recently mentioned my wife. I'm in Cáceres.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. What?
by the way, do you know?
It's
Do you
funny
wait?
for me
You said
to
you're in
see such a great
Cáceres.
project. Yes.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know a streamer whose name is Cáceres?
No. What kind of streams do they do?
This guy, I just like. He's just an artist he's from Spain. So I'm curious
Okay.
if y'all know about this guy. I'm gonna bring up his profile here. But yeah, he's gonna start doing events soon on Cyber. Like I'm already coaching him and getting him up to speed. His name is Miguel Cáceres Ancil, and like I guess he's got like 1 million followers on TikTok. You know, he's got 500K subscribers on YouTube. The guy, yeah. And so this guy's from Spain. Do you recognize him, Sinks, or?
There's
There's a lot of these kinds of people. Yeah, I mean, like,
no clue.
not personally, but I mean, like, if just because like the targeting, the geolocation targeting, I was wondering if you.
Bro, actually, myself, I'm a weird case. Like, I have no clue about anything going on in Spain. Like,
Okay,
just
okay.
yesterday, I learned that we have elections in like 2 weeks. So,
No, I feel you. So yeah, basically, this is a Spanish artist who's gonna start doing like events here in On Cyber, and is gonna start I'm working with this guy, and like he's from Spain. I don't know. Maybe maybe we can have him start to look at this Vipe and start to push this. Like a bit.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you here, Sinks.
yeah, likewise. Thank you.
Culture. So, Primitive, I know your event, you got a little bit longer here. Is there any last things like that you wanted to share with us here for today's Primitive News? And this is going to be same time next week.
Next week I'm in Portugal.
Oh, epic.
Yeah, I'm on a little holiday. We got our summer holidays now, and I'm a teacher, so.
Okay, so let me know when the next time we can get a Primitive update.
It'll be great. It'll definitely be the week after that.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
be back. I'll be back here at home.
Cool.
But yeah, we'll definitely have some more news coming up in the next 2 weeks, and some more jokes. Hopefully, I'll get some more 3D objects to mess around with.
Love it.
And,
Love it.
what I really hope for the space to be is like also a way to progress, to use these collabs as a way to grow my knowledge of design
Totally.
and also to connect with people. Like for instance, Cinex and I've been chatting, and yeah, now we're meeting each other. Well, avatar and avatar. It's really cool. That's what's fascinating me about the space. It's just like coming together with like minds.
Totally, man.
People that are into design, engineers, people that are really into tech. It's where I need to be. I mean, I talk to people about this metaverse. I talk to people about NFTs, avatar,
Yeah.
and it just flies right over their head.
Exactly.
There's this one student of mine. He says, "I don't pay for pixels. Stop trying to sell me this stuff."
LOL. That's funny. That's so funny. That's crazy. So
Thanks, Nix. Thanks, bro.
I have this. I'll say like I feel the same way. I feel like outside in the world, it's kind of hard to have like a conversation where everyone's on the same page, and so which allows for creative possibilities beyond, and so this has just been a great space for that, and it looks like everybody here in the room has officially died.
Down and go to heaven, digital heaven.
Yeah,
All right.
this is worth the screenshot right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the screenshot for sure. All right, yo.
Even baby Kev is down.
That's hilarious. I'm going to. I gotta run, but I'm gonna be around. I will definitely be seeing y'all.
All right, yeah, me too. I got family here this week. We're gonna do some sightseeing around Cáceres.
Amazing. That is it. So for some reason, this Cáceres place is really coming into scope for me. Like, think about it. I just signed an artist named Cáceres. Now you're talking about this. I might need to go to this place.
You must, dude. You must come here.
It sounds like it.
Spain is awesome.
Something's calling me there.
Bro, there's literally nothing in there.
I'm pretty much the only interesting thing here, dude.
Well, then maybe that's what it is. I'm supposed to go there and meet you there.
Man, let me look it up, but there's probably like 50k people in there or something. Only it's very small.
It's still much like a village. The people here do the stop and chat. Like Larry David, I don't know if you've seen his show. It's called the stop and chat, and like people here love it. Like they stop. Everyone that knows you will stop and like greet you. You're buying food at the shop, they greet you. They talk to you. They ask you about your family. It's so different to Madrid because I was living in Madrid before, and yeah, it's been a real adjustment. Big adjustment.
You got to think about what am I doing today? I got to make sure I let people know.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in the metaverse, and then they'll be like, okay, then they won't want to talk.
Yeah, man, I'd love to educate some of these people about what's going on right under our fingertips. You ask the young people, I mean, as a teacher, I talk to young people, I'm like, do you guys know about avatars? Do you guys know about Web3? Do you know about oncyber?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been on Decentraland? They don't know anything about this, man. They know Fortnite, like emotes, but they don't know that there's this whole world like developing right under there for them, because they're going to be the generation that's going to probably the 13 to 16-year-olds going to be the ones that are going to be buying these avatars in the next year or two.
The ones who figure it out are definitely going to be in a positive, in a very strong position moving ahead in their lives, compared to their peers. Like,
yeah. The one thing that is not taught in school is financial intelligence.
That's true.
So, the whole concept of saving, investing, and then of course, then you have the conversation of types of currencies and. If you can get to that point, then you've engaged the intelligence of the young mind, and then of course the play to earn elements, and then of course the play to commune. That's the next level of conversation, right? And so how to introduce them to those,
I get that. So like essentially play to commune, like having a space like this where people can play video games against each other, like a collab, like a LAN house kind of thing.
Yeah, or just bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Like we're doing right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, Primitive, it was so awesome to, catch you over in the pool.
I prefer, yeah. I caught you in a delicate moment.
It was just so random because I just started doing that. It was like, oh, what does that actually look like?
Well, I just saw, hey, that's actually a person. All right, so we go see. Oh wow, he's having a moment there with the bikini babes.
That's funny.
I'm really not that
Those bikini babes by the
No.
pool.
I can't deny it anymore, can I?
Actually, there's some funny. There's definitely like that. That's the funny thing, like about exploring like what's possible here. You never know who might pop in the room.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
we roll that.
yeah. Sometimes I'll have like meetings with the team or different artists, and like people like just a non will pop in the room, and I'll be like, all right, it's okay. Like,
Who is it?
let him watch.
Well, actually, that's an interesting question. Can you actually token gate access?
Yes, so no code, token gate, in the studio mode, oncyber.io/studio, you can go to the settings and, token gate it, password gate it, wallet gate it, anything that you want to do there. There's even other ways of gating that they're exploring. I don't want to spoil the surprises, but all those basics are already there. Kevin gate it.
Kevin Bacon.
Let's go. All right, y'all. I'll catch you later. It was amazing. More events. If you're not already on the Discord, for oncyber, that's where all the events are going to be listed. So, we have an oncyber open mic, 60 seconds. Everyone gets 60 seconds that wants it. Open mic on Thursday. So if you want to come in as a non and be a goofball, you can do it.
I'll be there.
All right, y'all. See ya.
Yeah.